So my name is Jack Wood. I'm a software director at Blue Tarp, and we design and write all the software that kind of drives our business. Maine is a great balance between culture, family, business. There's great opportunity here. There's great growth potential here. And so I think it's a way to live your life and get kind of the best of all of those worlds. And there's a great technology boom beginning here. It's been here for a while, but it's nice to actually see it grow, even in the short time that I've been here, but still have the tradition and the lifestyle that typically you associate with Maine. Coming here and calling Maine our home gave us that opportunity where we can stay in state and go see a bunch of different things and enjoy the winter months and enjoy the summer months and have lots of different activities without having to get in our car and drive for hours or get in a plane. And so it's kind of the benefit of all these different things in a very confined area. My name is Jack. I work at Blue Tarp Financials, and you can find your Maine job at liveandworkinmaine.com.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Lease the all-new Stelvio for just $377 per month at Alfa Romeo of Portland.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Rerun Portland. Sitting here with General Manager Patrick Moraine here in the upstairs bar and dining area. If you have never been, come check it out. It's really beautiful. Not that it's better or worse than downstairs, just different.
Yeah, different from what we used to do. Used to be a little darker wood published upstairs, but I did a nice remodel about 2 years ago. Got a real nautical theme to it, very bright, nice woods, nice grains, nice lights. But what brings you here today is our new launch of our fall and winter menu. We've got a nice spread here of a couple of our big hitters, shared plates, our new tomato whiskey mussels, and then our classic pub burger and wings. So our new menu is really going to be focused on a lot of local ingredients. It's a smaller menu than we're used to doing, just so we can have the ability to bring in the freshest local produce and meats and seafood as well. So we're really excited for it.
And now tell us, if you're in the mood, sometimes at like noon or 1 for breakfast food, you can get it.
You can. So we're going to open at 10 a.m. daily, and then actually, 9 a.m. on the weekends for brunch. And you can get an Irish breakfast at 2 in the afternoon, or you can get a pub burger or fish and chips. But it's really going to be something that everybody in their kind of wheel cycle of eating for the day can find something. So.
I love it. Well, cheers to that, my friend. When we come back at the end of the show, we'll talk oysters.
All right. Cheers.
This is MaineLife. Will you sing the peanut butter and jelly song?
I have goosebumps right now, at this very moment, because every time I say that, I get goosebumps.
Community here is so welcoming, and especially the food community.
Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time.
An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound, and I press and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
Hey everybody, Erin and Tim here on the road in our all-new all-wheel drive Alfa Romeo Stelvio. And we have a busy day. We're heading to Portland, Scarborough, and New Gloucester. Our first stop is in Portland to meet our friend and intern Kirby, who, Tim, you just told me it was his birthday.
Yeah.
Happy belated, Kirby.
He's been doing a great job helping us out.
Yes, he just graduated from college with a business degree and is looking for a job. He's reliable, prompt on time.
We'll send him a good
creative.
recommendation. That's right.
So anyway, he is about to show us a historic building built in 1911 in downtown Portland that was and still is a premier event space.
Check it out.
Hey everybody, this is Kirby. We are on Congress Street in Portland, and we are going to go show you the Masonic Temple. Let's go.
Freemasonry is the world's oldest fraternity. It's consisted of men who have a belief in a higher power and want to make the world a better place. And Maine has hundreds of Masonic lodges dotted throughout the state, and there are thousands across the country. Welcome to the Portland Masonic Temple. My name is Chris Cameri. I'm the secretary and historian of Triangle Lodge, which is the oldest lodge in Maine, and we live here in this building. After Maine became a state, our organization was like the third thing that was created by the legislature, because the first governor of Maine was the first Grand Master of the Grand Lodge of Maine. Portland Masonic Temple, the cornerstone was laid in 1910 and the building was finished in 1911. At the time, it was the biggest edifice in the entire town. The room that we're standing in right now is called the Templar Armory. And all around us you see these little boxes on the wall that are lockers where the Knights Templar store their chapeaux or their uniform hats. And in the back corners you might see a uniform on display or a uniform sword that many Masons will come in and put on as part of their regalia when participating in functions. The way that I like to describe it is Freemasonry is kind of like a tree. In order to become a Mason, you join a blue lodge, which is us, Triangle Lodge, and that's sort of like the trunk of the tree. Once you become a Master Mason, you have the opportunity to join all these, what you call appendant bodies. The Shriners, for example. In order to become a Shriner, you have to be a Mason. I think that's something that not a lot of people understand when they go to the Shrine Circus or they see the Shrine Hospitals, that those are all Masons that do good work in their communities. It's wonderful that all these active Masonic organizations that call this place home can welcome members of the public in to see who we are and what we do.
So we are standing in the Armory, and this dance floor was used by the USO to do dances for the troops back in the 40s. And it's really exciting because we're using this building for events, so this space can be rented. So it's really nice that we're continuing the tradition from the 40s all the way to today, and booking this for our future brides and events. So the space is really versatile because not only can we utilize the space for larger events here in the Armory, we really can utilize the entire first floor for any type of event. So we've done everything from corporate events to birthday parties, nonprofit galas, and to, of course, weddings, as I've mentioned. And it's a really unique space because we have a larger room, a smaller room, or the entire first floor can be utilized. So one of the most unique things about the Portland Masonic is we're right downtown. So we're right next to City Hall, across the street from the Press Hotel. So we're within walking distance of all the tourist attractions that so many people flock to Portland for every summer and throughout the year, which really allows our clients to provide their guests with the whole Portland experience, which is really nice.
And welcome back, everybody. We mentioned on the show a few weeks ago, and I hope by now a lot of you have heard or read that Portland, Maine was voted the 2018 Best Restaurant City of the Year by Bon Appetit. And while we are lucky enough to be able to try some of those amazing restaurants, we are going to highlight one that made the list and also just recently celebrated their 1-year birthday anniversary. Same thing.
Happy 1-year anniversary.
Little Giant.
We're at Little Giant in Portland, Maine. It's in the West End neighborhood on the corner of Danforth and Clark. Little Giant's a neighborhood restaurant with a bar and a neighborhood shop attached to it. It's a very welcoming, open space, bright space that we want people to feel comfortable in. Comfortable to take a date, comfortable to take their kids, comfortable to take their grandmother. A space that everyone's welcome and everyone has a good time and everyone finds something that they enjoy.
We're married and our business partners are also a married couple and we both have kids, and so we wanted to create a space that we would want to come on a date when we don't have our kids with us, but also when we do have our kids, and to have a place where we can all go out and have a meal together and feel really comfortable.
For us, the menu is, we say continental European. Really what that means to us is an opportunity to create good food that people really want to enjoy eating. There's not one particular style of food so much as we try and say neighborhood food or continental European, which means we get to pull from lots of different inspirations.
What do we have here?
Kind of runs the gamut of things that are accessible to things that are a little bit more exciting for those people who want to really roll up their sleeves and get into some good food.
The community here is so welcoming, and especially the food community. I mean, there are so many wonderful people. Some of our best friends own some of our favorite restaurants in town and coffee shops and wine bars, and so it's nice to be able to be part of that, and I feel like it's a real privilege to be able to count those people as not only my friends but my peers.
if you're doing cool stuff, everybody's excited about it, everybody's excited to support each other.
You know, there are a lot of different projects out there, a lot of styles of restaurants, and this fits me very well. I enjoy it very much here. If you're looking for something really simple and straightforward, cold beer, great, wonderful. Love to serve you a beer. If you're looking for a craft cocktail, that's wonderful as well. One of the inspirations is to make sure that there literally is a big range of cocktails. So if you're looking for something light and bright, we have a cocktail that's on draft, Flyby Spritz, which is phenomenal and wonderfully, like I said, bright. If you're low proof, also have some veins of that through our sherry and vermouth cocktails. So come in, have a couple of drinks that aren't particularly high test. But then again, if you would like something that is a little stronger, we have that as well. If you're kind of doing this and you're not excited about meeting people and about kind of really talking about the things that I'm passionate about, and those are spirits and cocktails. And I get to do both.
You're very welcome.
Cheers.
You might have to
Oh my
fake
goodness.
that.
My name is Andrew Tozier. I'm a child of Litchfield, Maine. And I left my only family for the sea, the salt and rain. And when Lincoln called the banners in 1861, well, I joined the Union Army for the land that I am from. Fire in the Battle of Bull Run, and we fought our southern brothers in the wind, the snow and sun. And when our term was over, I heard the governor say, keep fighting for the Union for just another day. So we joined the line of voting, Chamberlain his name, and we
Nitwa Claudette Ndaininahaze, mva mu Burundi, and I choose to live and work in Maine.
My name is Rebecca Mills, and I'm from Portland, Maine, and I choose to live and work in Maine.
Boa tarde, meu nome é Henriqueta Mikaba, estou de Angola, and I choose to live and work in Maine.
Na jambo wandugu wapenzi, naitiwa mujina ya Esther Kisimangoi, natoka muji Congo Democratic, and I choose to live and work in Maine.
Antle mbalwa moro, ne toko Geneviève Kabore, ne bubo Burkina Jamanana, and I choose to live and work in Maine.
أنا نحلة الصفار من العراق, and I choose to live and work in Maine.
I'm Reka Toto Bamufungosimo Christine, go from Cameroon, and I choose to live and work in Maine.
Nitwa Marina Nahimana, va mu Burundi, and I choose to live and work in Maine.
Bonjour, je suis Miki Bondo, originaire de la République démocratique du Congo, and I choose to live and work in Maine.
In Her Presence is a nonprofit in Portland, Maine, founded by Claudette and Mickey. I am lucky enough to have volunteered over the past year as a teacher in the classroom, and this year I'll be joining the board.
We have a reason to do that because leaving everything behind as an immigrant and having skills. So we decided it's the best way to create a human and a social capital for the mother because they are the pilot of the families. So we decided to create that platform where they can navigate the system and having different resources available to them.
Our mission is really to immerse women, girls, and families to create really the platform and immerse them through English conversation language, because this is really the barrier and really the key for the success to really through community life and career integration.
As a person living in Portland, I work at WEX, I'm the president of Propel. When I attend networking events and I don't see the full landscape of the community in Portland, I have a passion for making sure that people who come here feel like they are part of the working community, the networking community, and MaineLife as a whole. So we're working together to normalize that conversation and include women in all aspects of what it means to live in Portland.
So this is exactly why in Represents are giving the integration, that definition of integration, just the best way to approach and to engage our women to that process. So that clear conversation can come on both sides of the aisle so we can all discuss and try to boost, to leverage what's been missing in the whole community.
And also wanting really to promote the leadership, the empowerment and the voice for our women, for our families coming here, but also wanting really to bring the mainstream community to open up and really join us to support and work together to build the community, to accept one another.
You speak very well.
Welcome to Aurora Mills and Farm in Linnaeus, Maine, up in Aroostook County. We farm close to 300 acres. We have a flour mill, and we focus mostly on human consumption for flours, rolled oats, stuff like that.
We're also distributed through like Blue Ox Malt House. They sell a lot of our raw product to a lot of the breweries, and also we sell a lot of stuff to Allagash. Like we're in like our oats are in 2 of their national releases, Hoppy Table Beer in 16 counties, which features all grains throughout Maine. For the Maine economy, right, you've got beer industry, right? In rural Maine, our economy, they're not as good as like southern Maine, but if you can have these Maine companies with these great Maine brands buy Maine product, it reverberates back through the whole state, and it's great.
Our products are taken by a lot of small businesses, and they make their products. So it's got that multiplier effect that goes out through all the way to wherever our product goes, which, you know, it goes as far as New York City. So, you know, we're helping people make a living in New York City as well as ourselves here in Maine. So you have an opportunity to work for yourself, or you're going to work for somebody else. That's the beauty of farming, is, you know, the self-employment aspect of it is very freeing in its own self. You know, you answer only to nature. Nature, you have always that boss, but you know, we don't control the weather, at least not yet anyway.
We have other friends at farm that we hang out with too. We like to go to camp.
Have a camp in the woods.
Yeah.
That's our retreat. I mean, mostly we work, to be honest with you. But we do. We have a camp back in the woods we go to. It's kind of our Sugarloaf. You know, we're too far away to go to Sugarloaf, so we go 20 miles back in the woods, and there's a community of characters up there too that, you know, kind of relax with and have good times.
I was designing like outdoor kitchens and waterfalls and putting greens for, Washington, D.C. lawyers and elites there. But, and it was a lot of fun, and I had a great time. But I missed Maine, and I missed my family, and I mean, there's, you come home, and it's just part of your soul, and you just have to come, 4 lanes of traffic or dirt road. So I picked the dirt road.
Welcome to our next spot here in East Hodgdon at Hidden Spring Winery with the Sloat family. Richard, Veronica, thank you so much for having us take in this beautiful scene. This property right here is 2 years old, but you've had this farm for 5-6 generations?
Yeah, 1924 it was purchased by my grandfather and his dad. But,
so 1924, what kind of farm was it?
Potatoes, and then it went into potatoes and dairy and grain and lumber.
Okay.
And basically, but most of the normal things that people do in the county, I guess. So.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about how you got into this.
Go ahead, Jean.
Well, actually, I gave him a winemaking kit for Christmas about 15 years ago, and that's what started it all, and I think it was probably the only present I ever gave him in his life that he actually used. And so now here we are.
And I'm sipping right now on the Phantom.
Yeah, Black Phantom.
Okay.
Which is an elderberry wine.
Mm. Tell me a little bit about the berries and how you get, how many, I saw there inside here, you've got from apples and raspberries and pumpkin and blackberries, and you source them pretty much as local as possible?
As local as possible, yeah. A lot of the stuff grows wild. We pick our apples wild, and the elderberries are grown wild, the high bush cranberries, the choke cherries, those are all wild. And then we grow our own pumpkins for our pumpkin wine. Wow. And then
strawberries come from
Folsom's Farm.
Monticello, or Littleton, I guess.
Yep.
And
we do some Maine wild blueberries. We purchase those on the coast. Yep.
Choke cherries, you pick wild cranberries.
In your guest book, you have people from New Jersey, Florida, all over the country coming to visit?
We've been amazed at where people have come from and come up here, and I didn't realize we had such a tourist season.
Well, what a treat for us Mainers who live in southern Maine but never get to see how beautiful this is. Absolutely gorgeous. How many acres do you have here?
About 280, roughly. A lot of it's lumber. And there's only like 80 acres of cleared ground.
Does the view ever get old?
No. Every day it's different. Every day it's a different color.
Favorite part of your job and living and working in this area?
Favorite part, probably sampling the wine to see if it's ready to serve yet. You know, you have quality control and you gotta taste that stuff.
Well, very good. Thank you so much for having us. Highly recommend to our friends to come in and sip on wine and take this beautiful view in.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you
if
so
anybody
much.
needs more information, we post everything that we're doing on our Facebook page.
I will be back. Cheers.
Thank you.
So wrapping things up back here at Rira Portland, talking oysters, Patrick.
Yeah, I'm excited. We got a big festival coming up next month, October 7th. It's called the Rira Oyster Festival. A lot of people probably don't realize that Guinness and oysters are peanut butter and jelly to the Irish. The salty brininess and then the dry stout really just goes hand in hand. So we got a big day planned, live music, celebrity chef oyster shucking contest, and we paired up with Full Plates, Full Potential as a charity.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so $1 from every Guinness sold will go to the charity, which helps help childhood hunger end in school districts and help them buy programs for different snack carts and things of that nature. And the winning chef gets to donate $1,000 to a school of their choice. So
awesome.
Yeah, so it's really a nice event. It's a family fun event. It's free. You don't have to buy a ticket.
Nice.
So you can come and go as you please. We're going to turn this beautiful location into an oyster bar. So it really can't go wrong. It's just a really fun Columbus Day weekend.
So let's try the peanut butter and jelly
Right?
to the Irish men and women.
All right. These are Damascotta oysters. Cheers.
So good. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching MaineLife. A special thanks to our sponsors, Cork Auto Group, for keeping us safe as we drive all around the state, in our Alfa Romeo Stelvio, live and work in Maine, Memic and
Memic Savings Bank. And next week we'll be at Sugarloaf.
For homecoming, very exciting.
Get your hoodie on.
Up there, yes. Thanks for watching. See you next week.